If a client asks for free strategy, they don't expect a strategy. And this is something I believe a lot of creatives learn too little too late. Thinking is work. Ideas require a lot of effort, and clarity is also a lot of work because there's brain power involved in all of these things I just mentioned. Because it doesn't look like execution, I believe a number of bad actors feel it should be free. Now, let me break this down. I believe if they say stuff like, send your ideas, let's see what you can come up with, pitch something first, that's a big red flag in my opinion. Think about it like this. You don't go to an architect and ask them to design a building for free before you consider hiring them for a project, right? You don't go to a restaurant and ask for a full meal before deciding if you want to pay. Neither will you ask a lawyer to draft your case before you commit, right? Even if you want to see a doctor for a consultation, there is a fee that you will pay before you even get to see the doctor. But in creative work, at least in my experience over the past couple of years, people expect full thinking upfront. I think that's a bad move. It's a big red flag. And that's where pitching comes in. Because unpaid pitching is just free strategy packaged as a process. During my agency years, I can't count the number of times we've had to spend late nights working on stuff that had honestly not even a 50% chance of being approved, but maybe like a 20% chance because we're being pitted against like another 4 or 5 agencies. There was even this very interesting case in one of them where I was at this office of the client and I saw a former colleague. We used to work in the same agency. He moved to a new agency and then he was there. He was part of the other team that was pitching for this other agency, right? And I was like, sup? And he was like, sup? And quite a number of times I see that these guys are not trying to hire you. They're just trying to either extract ideas from you or compare your ideas to another one. And again, I'm saying this from experience. I've done this one too many times where there isn't a monetary commitment from a person or a client for a creative strategy. And at the end of the day, you get some really daft reason for why they cannot move ahead with you. And you thinking of the strategy, your team that you've put together, you've created in a couple of nice creatives and ideas for them. And all of that just went down the drain, like all of your time meant nothing. That does a number on you mentally. And I believe a strong business shouldn't operate like that. At the very least, they should pay for your thinking. It should be the standard that if companies are asking for you as a creative strategist or a company to pitch an idea to them, there should be a pitching fee. No matter how little or how big it might be in the eye of you asking them for it or they that are about to pay. Once there is a payment commitment, at the very least, I believe that time that you've allotted to that pitch, to that strategy, has at least brought you something in return. That's how it should work, in my opinion. And the way I say it, if someone won't pay for your strategy, I don't think they will fully respect your execution either. So instead of trying to impress everyone, I believe it's best as a creative strategist, an executor, focus on working with people who already understand the value of what you are bringing to the table. I'm not going to lie, a lot of the people I've worked with over the years are return customers. Why? Because they know the value of what I bring to the table. They know the value of the creative strategy that they are getting from me, the execution that they are getting from me, whether it's on set, even when I'm directing. They see that value, so they recommend me to other people, and they always come back. I've had relationships now, work relationships that are well over 5 years because of this particular reason. They value me, they value my mind, they value my strategy, and they pay for it. Yes. So they put their money where their mouth is. So always charge for your strategy because that is where the real value starts. You are the one who sets the direction for how this particular concept, this particular idea, this particular brand in this season is going to move forward. Now, here's a question for you, depending on where you're in the world right now. Have you ever given away strategy for free? And how many times did it lead into a job for you? How many times did you feel burned by the free strategy you've given out? What are the things that you've learned from those experiences? And how can you move forward from there? So let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.